Up early today. Good morning. Shit. Okay. Good morning. Which one we using? This one?
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Technical difficulties. Good
Look at
morning.
you. Oh, set up and professional.
I tried to be today.
I know that's right.
I was about to wear my little uniform, but I was like, let me not. Let me be me today. What's going on, boo?
Nothing. Well, let's go ahead and introduce. Welcome today. Hey, guys. Talk about what I said. Girl, that's my sister, y'all. She crazy. Okay, guys, welcome to another show, Two Women, Two Opinion. Today is episode 6. It's episode 6, right?
Yeah. I was reading the comments. I was like, what?
Episode.
Can we talk about consistency?
Yeah, let's talk about consistency, okay?
Consistency.
But yeah, so you can go ahead and start us off while I do this over here on
Get it together. So we're going to talk about our first story this morning. So the FDA warns people not to take ivermectin. It is a deworming drug. It is a deworming drug for dogs, horses, big ass animals, right? So folks is out here taking it to try to treat COVID. So I got the story from NBC. I'm gonna play a little clip for you.
You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Seriously, y'all, stop it. Read the tweet from the FDA's official account. It included a consumer.
Hold on. Look at that for a second. It's straight out of the onion. Except people are poisoning themselves. I mean, there's a consumer update on there detailing why the drug can be unsafe for humans. Rolling Stone reported an agency received a spike in poison control calls from the state of Mississippi following ongoing reports by a number of Fox News personalities that the deworming drug for cows and horses. Let me say that again. There are people going on television saying that a deworming product for cows and horses is a safe treatment for COVID.
So essentially, fools are out here kind of like when the chlorophyll shit came out, and motherfuckers is out here rushing out to try chlorophyll, and then they were getting sick left and right. Same shit. Now we've moved on to like heavier narcotics almost. Like it's meant to deworm animals, and y'all are digesting it to fight COVID. Help me understand.
Child, listen. We don't want to. Let's not. Okay, so we starting with COVID stories today. No.
Yes. Yes.
You know. I'm always the one I'm always the one who's over here going hard.
I felt some kind of way about this one. I was like, y'all didn't learn the first time that we shouldn't be taking shit that ain't prescribed by a licensed physician, at the very least.
Well, since we're on the COVID topic, let's go ahead and go with this story. There's nearly 12,000 Mississippi students tested positive for COVID, and nearly 29,000 students is quarantined right now. This is the world that we live in, so that's why I wanted to talk about it, because we were talking about the vaccinations the other day, and I sent you the link that Krispy Kreme is giving 2 free donuts.
Girl, and you know I gotta pull up on them. I want my donuts.
The people that's fully vaccinated. But let me go ahead and play this clip from CBS this morning. They basically was saying like it's really getting bad, and there's a lot of companies right now that's actually pushing the vaccination, like Delta Airlines. They actually just pushed for their employees that if they're not vaccinated, they're going to have a $200 increase of their monthly insurance. So while we're on this topic, I definitely want you guys to just listen to this clip, because it's crazy. COVID is going hard, and I want to talk about the children after we listen to this clip, because they're saying like the COVID variant is basically hitting the kids harder than any of us. I want to know what they're going to do for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they're going to do for the kids. Right. But here, let's listen to this real quick.
In the meantime, cases in children have surged over the last month from around 38,000 at the end of July, more than 180,000 just last week. That's according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. In Mississippi, the governor has called about 1,000 extra healthcare workers to reinforce 61 short-staffed hospitals. Mark Strassman is in Jackson with more on the story. Mark, good morning to you. This is very troubling.
So, yeah, basically there's nearly 12,000 Mississippi kids that tested positive in the schools in the first 3 weeks of school. So, I just want to know what they're going to do for the kids, because no kids under 12 years old can take the vaccination, and they're pushing it on the rest of us like grown-ups. They're pushing it on us, but what are we going to do about the kids? So, I don't know. I just thought that was very much interesting.
I don't know. And okay, so let's say that they do come up with a vaccine. Would you vaccinate your children?
Hell no, I'm not even going to.
Right. So it's like, what's, I mean, the only thing I feel like we can do is just go back to being indoors. Like, the kids just stop going back to school until this shit has been handled. Like, that's the best thing you can do if you're not willing to vaccinate your children. And that's all kids. I don't think kids should have went back. We aren't prepared yet. The schools can't manage.
I think we're moving too fast as a country to try to get back to the norm. I think we're moving drastically just because we don't want to miss out on money. We don't want to miss out on all this, revenue. So we're moving very fast to get people back into schools and to get people back into workplaces as well. Like, it's moving fast. I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Like, this got your girl scared. But I mean, hell with it. If they lock us down again, just tune into Two Women to Opinion, because we still gonna be
we still gonna be doing this shit. But yeah, I feel you.
Moving along.
Our next up story. So I'm sure we all heard Kanye did some bitch shit and leaked Drake's address, right? All based off of a song that he featured on with Trippie Redd. It's called Betrayal. I read the line. I don't know they whole beef. I don't understand why they even have beef. So yeah, I've got a clip for y'all. Let me pull it up.
So they got beef? Like, when this
happened?
That's dangerous. We talked about last week when they released the Sean King address. Right. Like, that's dangerous. No matter who you are, releasing people address and information like that.
They stay having beef. Like, it's like, I don't understand. I don't get why these celebrities beef the way they do in the first place. So this clip is from The Breakfast Club, if you couldn't tell.
West is not stopping. Now, Saturday, Trippie Redd put out his new track, Betrayal, and there's a verse from Drake on there. A lot of people say that it seems like they're taking aim at Kanye, who is 44 years old. Listen to this.
Oh, I don't know if they played it.
All on the expanded version of Trippie Redd's album, Trip at Night. Okay. All right, so after that, I think that clearly Kanye thought that was about him too. Now, I saw Consequence first went on Twitter and said, F a betrayal. It's the disrespect for me, dog. With Trippie Redd shotgun, and then he put laughing emojis. Respect my team. It's party time. # Queens all day. Now,
I don't know. I think this shit is childish. Y'all are grown as hell. Can we? And then it's the airing out the address. So we talked about a little bit about airing out people's privacy once before. Yeah. So this is just another example of mind your motherfucking business. We shouldn't be, if y'all got issues with each other, find different ways of squashing that or handling that. What happened to old school rap beef? Like, you put out a song, I put out a song, and it's just this whole back and forth until somebody puts out something hard. You see what I'm saying? It's the leaking of the address. It's not fair to him. It causes him to feel unsafe in his home. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, like I said, like we were talking about with the Sean King situation, I just feel like it's very dangerous. Like once you become a public figure, Some people target you in positive ways, but there's so many more negative people in the world, and I feel like it's just dangerous. People, family live there. You never know who's at his house for the weekend.
He's got a kid, yo.
That's fucked up. I feel like it's just fucked up.
And then he deleted it. Like, dog, you already posted it. You can't
just
delete
deleted
it. You fucking Kanye. It'd be fine if you were Fred and you worked at the damn convenience store. No, you're fucking Kanye West. You post something, everybody go see it, and then you go try.
Hell yeah, they go see it, and they go keep looking at it, and I bet everybody looked it up. Some people probably roll past and all type of weird ass shit. So I don't trust it all. Well, moving along. For nearly 2 decades, an anonymous writer terrorized a small Ohio town by sending threatening and unwarily unseen letters there. How those letters spread allegedly dirty secrets about the neighbors and friends in Circleville, Ohio. No one was ever charged. That's some scary ass shit too. So let's listen to this clip.
Ugly secret in Circleville. The writer at first seemed fixated on a married school district superintendent and his rumored relationship with a school bus driver.
Mary Gillespie was a wife and a mother. They were accusing her of adultery. There was nobody that was off limits to this letter writer.
There were obscenities and threats to do harm to Mrs. Gillespie's daughter.
Robin Yoakum was a crime reporter for the Columbus Dispatch.
It's your daughter's turn to pay for what you've done.
Then one afternoon, Mary Gillespie saw an obscene sign about her daughter on a fence. When she goes over there to try to pull the sign off the fence, she realizes that it's rigged to twine in a box. Inside, an alarming surprise.
It was a gun, and it was ready to go off.
A booby trap. The gun was traced to Mary's brother-in-law, Paul Freshour. When investigators interviewed his estranged wife, she said he was also the Circleville letter writer. Although Freshour insisted he had nothing to do with the booby trap or the letters, he was arrested and tried for attempted murder.
So he was convicted of attempted murder, and they thought it was him that was the letter writer, and they thought it was all over since he was in jail. The letters never stopped. So they've been researching this and looking into this for over 2 decades. And this person constantly sending letters out to people, family, and friends, basically telling all the secrets about adultery, about people sleeping around, about alleged rape victims, about all type of stuff. And now they have a new celebrity handwriter expert that's looking into it, and she thinks she knows who it is. But I feel like this shit, it kind of piggybacks off that story, because this person is sending these letters to these people's homes, like sending it to their workplaces. They even got this man convicted of attempted murder from these letters. Like, it's deep. Like, it's all the way to the point to where, one, they cannot figure out who the fuck's sending these letters. And 2, they're saying things in the letters that's like destroying people's whole lives, whole careers, and everything. And this has been going on for 2 decades. 2 decades. I thought it was so interesting because, one, I'm from Ohio, and I've never even heard about Centerville, Ohio, which is, I'm sure, is a very small town. But it was just very interesting that this person has been doing this for so long, and like exposing people that's in like senators, that's in like high positions in the community, and really exposing these people for everything, getting people sent to jail, and they still cannot figure out who this person is until now that this new celebrity handwriting expert has got into it, and she said she thinks she knows exactly who it is. So
I hope so. Catch that motherfucker. 2 decades? God damn.
Imagine getting a letter.
Who was doing their job?
Imagine getting a letter about your husband, like that he's been having an affair. You know what I'm saying? And it come in the mail, like at your job, like, and it's a letter that with pictures and shit like that he's been having.
Girl.
So yeah, I thought that was just crazy. But stay tuned because I'm gonna stay on there because I thought that was very interesting. And it's supposedly be like a documentary coming out about it, which is funny because it's going to release like what was actually detailed in those letters, like about the people in the town.
That shit is wild. That's somebody who ain't got shit else to do. Like,
nah,
I'm just minding everybody's business. And every time you fuck up, I'm gonna send you a letter. A letter? That's what we on. Live right, or I'm gonna judge the shit out of you and threaten you. I can't. Mm-mm. So what's up next, boo? Some songs?
No, it's you.
Okay. So y'all heard recently that OnlyFans came out and said they were no longer going to allow explicit adult content, right? So last night it was reported that they have reversed their ruling. They are going to continue to allow the adults explicit content on their platform. So here is a clip from TYT. Breaks it down for you.
I thought that was what OnlyFans is all about.
Will suspend its plans to ban.
Oh, no, you didn't.
What the fuck?
There we go.
Pornography on its platform. Now, OnlyFans isn't just used for pornography, but many do use it for pornography, and those who did earn a living by doing so were incredibly frustrated and upset, with good reason, when OnlyFans decided to change their business model out of nowhere. Now, they have released a statement arguing this. We have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change. Thank you to everyone for making your voices heard. OnlyFans stands for inclusion, and we will continue to provide a home for all creators. So, listen, the people.
So I'm just like,
yeah, that was a bunch of bullshit anyways. Like,
I'm just like, we all thought originally that's all y'all did. Now, granted, there are content creators that get on OnlyFans so that way their fans can purchase just their time, right? And not everybody's on there shaking ass, fucking, etc., etc.
Right.
But we all thought that that was pretty much it. Like, how you gonna get rid of probably what's your biggest revenue on the entire platform?
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, like, I didn't think that that was the only thing that OnlyFans provided, because I seen some other people, like Spectacular or somebody had OnlyFans, and he was teaching people how to do like the financial and stuff like that. So but that was the biggest revenue is sex sales. Let's be honest. Just like we talked about with New York and them criminalizing prostitution. Like, y'all just need to get on people back. People gonna steal their ass regardless, whether you let them or not. They gonna do it. They gonna.
Did we talk about prostitution last week?
Right. They gonna end up doing it on the other platform. You better fucking know it.
Mind your business. Let these people do what they gotta do.
Right. Okay. So I know you guys heard about the Tony Hawk blood in the skateboard situation. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip so I can go ahead and just spill the tea about this. So this is Tony Hawk.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tony Hawk, and I recently became an ambassador for Liquid Death Mountain Water. Apparently, I didn't read the fine print, and now Liquid Death officially owns my soul and my blood too. I don't know. It's very confusing. They're taking my blood, and we're going to use it for skateboard graphics. So they're going to mix my blood into the paint and do a limited run of skateboards using my real blood in the graphics. But some of the profits will go towards killing plastic pollution and to building skate parks in underserved communities. Yeah, so I guess go to liquiddeath.com to get skateboards with my blood in it. So wait, if you have my blood, that means you have my DNA.
Get a Liquid Death skateboard.
Okay, so if you guys don't remember, Lil Nas X had released the shoes with his blood in it, and it was a big controversy around the world. Everyone was talking about it and stuff like that. So after this happened and Tony Hawk released a video about his blood going into it's basically they're taking the blood and mixing it in the paint, and they're selling 100 skateboards with the blood, and they're like taking the proceeds and, you know, like he said, having skate parks in the underprivileged communities. But Lil Nas X rebuttal was, now that Tony Hawk has released skateboards with his blood painted in them, and there's no public outrage, are y'all ready to admit that y'all weren't actually mad at the shoes, but actually mad at something else? So he basically saying, when you guys outraged, because I ain't say shit about it. So he's basically saying, when everyone outraged about him putting blood in the shoes, was it really about the blood and the shoes, or was it because he's gay? Basically, I'm gonna just throw it out there because it's like, let's really live on our truth when we talk about it, because no one's saying anything about Tony Hawk putting his blood in the skateboard paint. So I just feel like, I don't know, like, I just don't know. But that's his opinion, and I feel like he definitely has a right to his opinion. And I feel like this is when us as Americans, we have to start, minding our own fucking business. Like, mind your business, because now the cat got your tongue. What are you going to say now? Everybody that said something about his shoes should be saying something about the skateboards. Period. Point blank.
I just feel like this is weird for both parties. I don't really give a damn who it is. It could be Shaq. It could be God. I would still feel like, why are we putting our blood in shit? Like, can we all just not do that? I feel like y'all fucking with shit that y'all not supposed to be fucking with. I don't know what's going on, why this is a thing. I don't really care who it is. It's just weird for both people.
I agree that it's weird. It's not something that I'm into, but I feel like with both of the fields that they're in, like,
absolutely,
he's been doing a little, devil worshiping over here, and then not to stereotype the skateboarders, but a lot of skateboarders do be like, listen to heavy metal and bobbing their head into that shit about to fall off, and so they into that blood type shit. So if that's something that your fans gonna work for, people do anything for clout. Well, anything for their fans. So.
And then I didn't like how Tony was saying it either. It was like he was. This isn't a commercial. I'm confused.
That like he went straight from the Illuminati.
Girl, that's probably what's happening. We all just don't know it. You gotta put a little blood on some shit, then you get inducted in.
They nasty.
Girl. What's up? What's next?
But yeah, that wasn't even a story for me. That was just a little sneaky peeky, because I feel like a lot of people said with our last few shows, that we've gotten a lot of political, but it's a lot of shit going on in the world.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, so like, hey sis, like, y'all don't know all this shit that's going on. I feel like stay woke, my boys and my girls.
Somebody gotta tell you.
Right. And
I feel like we tried to lighten it up too. We lightened it up a little bit last episode, and this episode is very light. Like, we ain't hit you too hard, other than the COVID shit. But the COVID shit has to be talked about.
Okay, yours might be light, but okay, moving along. Some believe, due to the research, that even young kids, adults, will be rehabilitated for the serious crimes they commit. But under the new California law, a vicious teen killer could be freed next year. Daniel Marsh, now 24 years old, attorney, is asking for an early release after an horrific murder back when he was 15 years of age. Y'all ready to hear this?
As soon as I say it, you drop this.
Let's listen to this clip.
In 2013, Marsh, in search of victims, climbed through an open window into the home of 87-year-old Oliver Northup and his wife, 76-year-old Claudia Maupin. The elderly couple was asleep when Marsh stabbed Northup 61 times, Maupin 67. The case went unsolved for 2 months until police got a tip from a teenager who heard Marsh brag about the crime.
What are you reporting? Triple homicide.
Marsh first denied any involvement.
I don't hurt people.
But after more than 3 hours of questioning by then FBI agent Chris Campion, Marsh admitted the unimaginable.
Every time I look at someone, in my mind, I see flashes of images of me killing them.
And he appeared to show no remorse.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt amazing.
That's why Yolo County District Attorney Jeff Reisig charged Marsh as an adult.
It was the most horrific, depraved murder.
Okay. So basically this 15, well, he was 15 at the time of the murder, but he's now 24 years of age. Under the new California state law, they're saying that teenagers under the age of 16 should not be charged with murder or should not be charged as an adult. So Daniel Marsh, now 24, his attorney is asking for an early release under this new law. So yeah, what do you think?
Bitch.
This is, we're not.
Did you hear it in his voice though? Like,
no,
he
that
said
I'm not
he
laughing
enjoyed
because
it.
the story. No, I'm laughing because of Taj's face, and she just said that we were being light on you guys today. But no, it's coming,
girl. And it's how he said it. He deserves to be in jail, and he's supposed to get the death penalty. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of for that in this case because somebody like that ain't gonna change. There's no rehabilitation, and that's the whole point of going to jail is to be rehabilitated.
So yeah, I mean, this is not really our closing thoughts. This is just our opinion for right now. I just feel like, no, you know, like definitely the way that you, first of all, you lied. So you knew you were lying when you were lying about the murder. And then you admitted to the murder. And not only did you admit to the murder, you went in grave detail about how every time you want to do something to somebody, you think about murdering these two elderly. These are 80-year-old plus people that he murdered. So I feel like, yeah, no.
He deserves whatever he gets, but rehabilitation, I don't think is an option for him. He needs help or to be gone somewhere.
Yeah, so I mean, I just feel like this is kind of like the world that we're living in, when they're willing to say, okay, because of a new law, no matter the consequences of the family, no matter the hurt, the pain that they put these people through, let's just go ahead under a new law, let someone go. That's bullshit, people. Bullshit. I call bullshit. So he's in court right now. After it was at least 9 years. After 9 years of being incarcerated, he's now in court with his attorney to appeal this case. And under the new law, he can be freed by next year.
That is crazy.
That's sick.
I feel bad for the victims because he got away with what he got away with. I feel bad for the victims' families. I feel bad for the victims.
Yeah,
and this can only happen to, you know what I'm saying, someone of that complexion. I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but it could only happen. Like if that had been a black man, he wouldn't be out. There would be no freedom. There would be no conversation of freedom. Exactly. This shit is fucking wild.
This is where we have to just, this is the justice system that we have. But I do have a breaking story. You want to go ahead and play some music because this show today is only going to be an hour. Excuse me, because Taj do have to go to work, and y'all, my back.
I gotta work today, y'all. I need money.
My back hurts so freaking stinking bad.
Why?
Oh I don't know. I could not even sleep last night. But we about to go. Come on, this is our halftime break, guys. I'm about to play a song, and y'all know this song. Everybody know this song. I'm gonna go back to my boy Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. And after we come back from our songs on this one, that's when we're going to actually do our small business shout out. So we're going to do that after we come back from the songs right now. Oh my goodness.
You got one queued up? Because I do.
Oh no, go ahead.
All right, this song is called Have Mercy. I think it's Corday. But I could be saying it wrong.
Sweet Lord, please have mercy. Baby Jesus, please save me. I know I used up my 3 favors. Back to sending like a week later. New car, speed racing, copper cream, need acres. Most of all, we all need prayer. Karma come, beware. I don't know where I'm going, but I hope I'm on the right path. Life will hit you with a light jab. Mike Tyson, strike back. You niggas going out, slice that. I'm all about my bag. New drip, I grab. I just want to get my life back. There's no complaining on this side. My nigga shit is not tolerated. Got some niggas off like an operation. Now my team way more consolidated. Sweet presidential, that's inauguration. Cause we cooking crack like Ronald Reagan. Chip on my shoulder, bro, I'm not for waiting. Divine timing took a lot of patience. Now it's time for the takeover. All gas and the brakes slow. Took a trip out to Tokyo, now I'm here in Paris for the layover. Fuck old niggas, boy, your day's over. You mad at me cause your pay slower. Better nigga, you a shade though. I was just sleeping on a sofa. Now I ride with a pay chauffeur cause I'm way doper, better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola. Got a bad bitch and she laid over. She really asked me, she stayed over. I told her that we need face closure. Smell of money has a great odor. These are things that I prayed over. Sweet Lord, please have mercy. Baby Jesus, please save me. I know I used up my 3 fingers. Back to center like a week later.
Can y'all hear Todd?
Crib, need acres. Most of all, we all need prayer. Karma come, beware. I don't know where I'm going, but I hope I'm on the right path. Like to hit you with a light jab. Mike Tyson, strike back. You niggas going out, slice ass. Well, I'm all about my back.
Can y'all hear Todd?
I grab. I just want to get my life back. Why cry over spilled
I'm
milk?
talking to his phone.
Bitch bad with no ill will. She'll murk a nigga like Kill Bill. Loose lips, thick chips, Cameron, pink drip. That is my fashion. I'm not really with the high flashing. It's no helping with my bragging. I penetrated, been the greatest. New house, renovated. I got the juice, you eliminated. Pussy niggas always instigating. Head fuck me over, boy, I'm too clever. That applies all to whoever. I'm just here to pursue pleasure, but I'm going out like you have. Sweet Lord, please have mercy. Baby Jesus, please save me. I know I used up my 3 fingers. Back to center like a week later. New car, speed racing, copper crib, need acres. Most of all, we all need prayer. Karma come, beware. I don't know where I'm going, but I hope I'm on the right path. Like to hit you with a light jab. Mike Tyson, strike back. You niggas going out, slice ass. Well, I'm all about my back. New drip, I grab. I just want to get my life back.
Again, that song is called Have Mercy. I believe his name is Corday. Mm-hmm.
You can't hear her?
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. That's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Born in the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that news. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. Ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Got my name on in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose. No, on the ground, yeah. But I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Yeah. But my money real, not you do. Oh, yeah. So I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Oh. I tell her, yeah. So I don't do this shit for nothing. Not at all. Back in this bitch like I never left. Stand for some shit that you never read. Passing through stages in life, through the ups and the downs like it's all just another test. Live by the rules like a fucking ref. I got respect in 100 sets. Too many checks, need another chest. Playing no games if it wasn't chess. Come from that closet you couldn't stretch. Come from that circle you couldn't test. Heavily pressured and under stress, even though niggas ain't sure we was a mess. Honest intent playing to the left. Judge a young nigga by their dress. Left us no option, what they expect. Only thing we knew for sure is the baby set. Fuck living basic, I'm taking risks. Fuck what they said, I'm saying this. Don't waste your time, it don't make you rich, it don't mean nothing, so fuck them, let's make a grip. Double up, triple up, make assist. Falling so hard you can pay a bitch. Lead to the lake if they want to fish. Make sure them niggas around you stick to the script. It should be written in stone. You should come visit my zone. Don't take my word, double check all of my flows. Ask them how hustle got on, but fuck what you heard. This for who went down that road. Showed everything but they showed. Straight off the curb. Real niggas rich as you nerds. Address the home and make it.
I agree, Chase. But some people deserve to be in there for the rest of their life. All right, Tay. So right now it's a small business shout out. Y'all, if y'all have a small business, we shout it out for the free ski. Free ski. So just send it over and we'll shout it out right now. So the first small business I have for you is Broken Dreams. It is a record label. They said from the initial idea to the final product, our team provides guidance and support throughout the entire music artist journey, artist development and management, mixing and mastering. So their website is brokendreamsrecordus.com. That's brokendreamsrecordus.com. The next small business we have is K Connects. That's K and connects with the K as well. It is a premium business consultant and management solutions, professional branding, web design, and notary service. Their website is www.kconnects.org. So yeah. Then we also have famousgems.net, which is my company. You can find it in my bio, and it's famousgems.net. We also have Transcend Jury, and that's transcendjury.com. You can also find that information in my bio as well.
And of course, you got my business, Wild Bartending. Check out my Facebook page. You can book me there. Her.
You got something for us?
Yeah. So, last week we talked a little bit about integrity, right? We talked a little bit about everything last week. Integrity, poly. It was all kinds of fun last week. So, to go back over that, there was a podcast that I had mentioned, Fit and Fresh. So they are under fire yet again, of course, right? For basically being called out on their shit. They've been called liars now. They've had women pull out their DMs, how they basically tried to proposition them for sex in order to be on their podcast. It was just a bunch of weird shit. So, of course, Alba and Fresh got called out yet again because they had somebody pull up on them in the middle of them recording one of their podcasts. So I'm just going to play a little clip from Alba and Fresh. They talk a bit about it.
So we know goons everywhere, and we can just set you everywhere. How can I prove that?
Oops.
I don't know. How do you prove that? But even he says it himself. He says it, we say it.
So just to make this very, very clear, you showing up at that door had nothing to do with Abra and Preach. Okay.
If you guys want to believe that we're part of some grand conspiracy, I don't really care, to be honest with you. Go find some proof and press charges. All right, that's what I'm gonna say about that.
I wouldn't have sent someone. I was about to go there myself, but one of the city don't want that. So I can't fight a man that doesn't want to fight.
So I know a lot of people may not follow these folks, but I just, again, want to touch on integrity. Just be who you are in life, okay? No reason to stunt because it comes back on you tenfold. It don't matter what your career path is. Just be who you are. Be as authentic as possible at all times. And that way you don't end up in these weird situations with people that you don't deal with on a day-to-day, right? All it takes is one bad experience for somebody to come back around and, you know what I'm saying, disrespect you on any kind of platform or any kind of way, shape, or form. So just conduct yourselves better in life, just a little bit.
I agree, and stand on your word. Whomever you say you are and however you carry yourself, just stand on it. You should be that person at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Consistent. Be consistent in life. Yes. What you got for us, boo?
Dylann Storm Roof is an American white supremacist, neo-Nazi mass murderer convicted for one of the most...
Where you at today? Where we going? Yeah, come on. I want to hear about this.
Let's
go
start
ahead.
This over.
You got my undivided attention.
I'm getting into these intros. You
yes.
see those intros? All right, okay. Dylann Storm Roof is an American white supremacist, neo-Nazi, mass murderer convicted for one of the most heinous crimes in history.
Bitch. What did he do? What was the heinous crime?
For perpetrating the Charleston church shooting and killing 9 people on June the 7th, 2015.
Oh my God, this is
It's back in the news. I know you guys remember him. Okay? You don't remember the guy that went into the church and killed all those black people?
Yeah. Okay, my bad. I was like, what?
He's back in the news. I bet you want to guess why.
Not for doing the same thing.
Let me let y'all hear this clip.
Today, a federal appeals court upheld the murder conviction and death penalty sentence for Dylann Roof. In 2015, Roof killed 9 people at Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston. The court says his crimes qualified him for the harshest penalty. In 2017, Roof was the first person in the country sentenced to death for a federal hate crime.
Well, he's in court now. They're trying to appeal his case. They're trying to appeal his case just as well as the man before I talked about. You know why I talked about both of these cases? Because I know there's going to be different opinions. There are people going to say, oh my God, yes, the 15-year-old that killed those 2 elderly people should probably be released now that he's 24 years old and he's been rehabilitated. But do you feel like Dylann should be released after killing 9 people in the church? And he's back in court right now with an appeal, and his attorney is appealing to get him released, not get the death penalty turned over, trying to get this man out of jail. How are we doing this? So his attorney did say that they're trying to get it all turned over, but he said the worst case scenario could be just getting the death penalty turned over on him so that he won't have to die and he can just spend the rest of his life in jail instead of, dying by the needle. I feel like his dad should have been there. Why is he still alive? I don't understand why he's still alive.
Why does it take so fucking long? Like, as soon as you drop the hammer, it should be give them 30 days, say their goodbyes, and be up out. You see what I'm saying? People like this are really sick and twisted, and if you let him out, he's going to do it again. These people did not once have any kind of remorse.
I don't feel like our justice system is that fucked up to actually release him, but I feel like they are fucked up enough to actually overturn the death penalty on him. I feel like they are. I don't know.
These kind of people show no remorse when they did what they did, so it's just like, I don't understand why we are releasing these kind of people. But like noted, you release or you put people in jail for like 50 years for selling drugs. Like, it's stuff like that doesn't make sense. Things that don't add up. Like, there are people in prison right now who were selling marijuana. Now marijuana is legal in most states. It's shit like that.
Yeah, and then that's what stood out to me. Him being in court to appeal the death penalty did not really stand out to me. What stood out to me was the title was Federal Appeal Court upholds Dylann Roof conviction and death sentence. So they're like, no.
Like, it'd be one thing if they were just appealing.
Why are we wasting our tax dollars on someone like this back in the courtroom? Why?
Hello.
Like, I don't understand that shit. So yeah, so that was my last story.
She big mad, yes. And I understand it though, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can go to jail for like 10 years for manslaughter, and that could have been a complete accident. But somebody who intentionally went into a church and killed a bunch of people, that is something that we're going to appeal. It's one thing, like you said, if they were just going to appeal just the death penalty. Okay.
Right.
He still gotta do his time. But people like that don't get rehabilitated. So you going to set him free. So what? At the possibility he may do it again?
And I even said, even with my last story, that's why even though both stories was very, very interesting, and that's why they stood out to me. The reason why I brought them both like back to back like that is because I can, even though like as a person, let's stand in the victim's shoes. The victim with Daniel Marsh, when he went into those people's window and murdered an 80-plus-year-old couple. He was 15 years old. Okay. Let's just say people say, "Oh my gosh, he changed. He was a kid. Now he's a different person." Dylann was already grown when this happened, first of all. And second of all, he intentionally went in there acting like he was at the Bible study, sat through the whole church service, and then killed 9 people. So yeah, I just feel like if you was to try to separate the people, the persons in a crime, you will have to. And for them to be in the court right now trying to appeal the sentence is just sickening. Like, I don't know. I don't have any other words for it but sickening. Like, how? How, mother effers? How?
Yeah, our justice system is something else. But we say this every week. Like, we really do. We got to get better people.
This is why, you know what I'm about to say. This is why
it's you got to do your research. Take your time. Get educated about, who the fuck is running your city. Who the fuck is in charge.
We vote these people in. The local polls are so important. They are letting these people, these judges, these prosecutors, these senators, these people are voted in. They don't walk into they can't fill out an application.
They can't get promoted to this. Job. Yeah.
So yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the gag break. We're going to go ahead and close out our stories so the people that was not here at the beginning can go ahead and grasp all the stories that we talked about today. Starting with, did I go first? No, it was you. You was first.
So our first story today was the FDA warns that people should not
take... him to Burger King. He went to Burger King and got a Whopper.
Oh, yeah. See, I do remember that dude. He did have Burger King. And then we got people like George Floyd that gets killed in the middle of the streets. But we ain't going to go there today. Right. So our first story, first story that we had was the FDA warns that people should not take ivermectin. It is a deworming for animals such as horses, dogs, and cows. But people are taking it to try to treat COVID. Okay? Instead of just either getting the vaccination or keeping your ass in the house or wearing a mask, we went out and decided to try some new shit. They did the same shit with Corfield. It's like, bro.
America is embarrassing. We embarrassing as fuck.
We are embarrassing. Let's try some shit that we're not supposed to try.
Yeah, let's go out there and then stick some animal medicine in us, like dumbass.
But you won't take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? But you won't get the vaccine. Make it make sense.
Like, come on,
make it make sense.
Dumbass. Next story we touched on was I ended up talking about how it was nearly 12,000 Mississippi students tested positive for COVID, and nearly 29,000 students quarantined right now. Don't worry, because Krispy Kreme is giving out 2 free donuts for everyone that's fully vaccinated. So if you're fully vaccinated, go out and get your Krispy Kreme donuts.
I got to show you the card. That's it.
And we also touched on how a lot of the employers, are actually they're getting stricter on the vaccinations. They're actually making it mandatory for people to have the vaccinations. And Delta Airlines just released that if their employees are not fully vaccinated, they will have a $200 monthly increase on their health insurance. $200? How much that shit costs already? Shit.
I mean, they gotta pay that $200. I thought they was giving them an extra $200.
No, they have to pay an extra.
Oh, girl, bye. I'm getting it. I'm definitely getting it. If I was working at Delta, I'm getting it. Hell no. I ain't about to tax me another $20. Gotta be fucked up. No. So the story that we had after that was the whole Drake versus Kanye beef. I just don't feel like it's not beef no more. It's not like how it used to be. You know, he said some foul shit on the song, so you get on the song, you say some foul shit. That's a real rap beef. These two niggas is acting like bitches. Can we stop?
Yeah, you're releasing people's address and shit. That's not cool. Not not fucking cool at all.
He got a child. No. He could have had anybody in his house. He could have had his mama there. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's not cool, my boy. Ooh. And Kanye West, like, dude, get your brain out the fucking dirt. Like where your brain at? You used to be one of the most intelligent people for real out there. Now you just dumb, my boy. My boy, you got to stop seeing it through. He took that TikTok trend too serious.
Seriously, got to see it through. And then deleted it. How you gonna post some shit and then delete it? You're Kanye. You're right. Kanye.
Yeah, we're gonna find you, my boy. Next thing we talked about is Tony Hawk. He put some of his blood in the paint on skateboards. A lot of the proceeds will go into putting skating parks in underprivileged neighborhoods. And my boy Nas had a problem with that because everyone had an outrage when he put the blood in his shoes and basically said, so it really wasn't the shoes and the blood, it was the person. Gotcha. I agree. Like, I don't know, like, I really ain't into that. I'm not into the demonic, all that shit. Like, I'm more spiritual than I am religious. So, but I'm not into that demonic shit. So either or, I don't know, like you said earlier, I don't know why they putting their blood any fucking where.
This shit is weird for both parties.
I said earlier, the fans, like, you just got to see the person in the fans. These men fans are like weird as hell. Like, so they're probably into that shit. And I feel like that shit's going to probably sell out because the people that they is.
People was buying them shoes.
And people buying them fucking skateboards too. And I know, and he put the little cushion behind it, being that the it's going to help for parks to be put in an underprivileged neighborhood. So I feel like, I don't know. Like,
it's weird though. I don't look. It's just fucking weird. Can we stop putting blood on shit? Just
can we stop?
And if that's all it takes to be famous to get clout these days, y'all can have a pint of mine. Okay.
Right. Shit. Y'all want some blood? Just let me know.
So my one of my second to last stories was OnlyFans recently reversed their ruling on adult content. Okay, they gonna keep on keeping on in the porn business. And I respect it. I respect it. Get your paper how you get it.
That was the biggest revenue. Like, that's like,
you know it was.
Like, what the fuck? No.
You know it fucking was.
No.
You know it was.
Yeah.
So no, I'm like, y'all need the porn. Just you know, put more rules.
That's like
more
a liquor
regulations.
store. That's like a liquor store. Stop selling like Hennessy or Patron. Like, those are
like you're a liquor store. That's literally your job.
We sell this shit. What the fuck wrong with you? No, we selling ass over here at OnlyFans, whether y'all like it or not. Ding dong.
Hello.
The next story that we talked about, which was a crazy story, was for nearly 2 decades, an anonymous writer has been sending threats and alleged incidents in this small town of Circleville, Ohio. It actually got some people fired from their jobs. It even got a man convicted of attempted murder. And they still, to this day, after almost 2 to 4 decades later, I think it was 2 decades later, they still don't know who's writing these letters. Now they have a celebrity handwriting expert that's looking into the letters that thinks she knows who it is writing these letters. First of all, this is creepy as hell. Who is this person that got all this time on their hand? And how the fuck do you know all these people's business? Like, you got a lot of fucking time on your hand, my boy. Like,
I just picture this like old man sitting out his window with some binoculars, like taking notes at right. You see what I'm saying? He got like a camcorder. Girl, he be hiding in bushes and shit, sitting in restaurants behind folks with his head tilted. I picture this whole scenario. What kind of time do you have to be sending letters to folks?
He said, I'm going to tell on your ass, Suzanne.
Not you told this woman her husband was cheating, though. I promise you, when I find out, I'm pulling up on you. Okay.
And so I'm gonna stay on it because since it's expert, it was like a little teaser when I was looking at it, and she was basically like, I think I know who it is. So once she find out who it is, I'll let y'all know who it is, because we gotta figure out who the fuck this is that got all this time on their hand.
Really though, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some old man. He been doing this shit for 2 decades, bitch. He old as hell. He ain't got nothing else to do. So I talked a little bit about this story last week. I really just wanted to talk about integrity overall, because especially in the field that me and Marty are advancing in, there's a lot of people that are quick to get online and portray themselves a certain way. So this podcast called Fresh and Fit, they've been underwater for the past couple weeks now because they said some really hurtful things to another podcast, because that podcast, they did a review. So now it's coming out that they basically are living a completely fraudulent career. Like, they just out here pretending to be something that they're not. And they're taking people's money for it. And I think that's something that really irritates me, is that you're basically scamming the people that are there to support you. Right? Mm-hmm. So that just goes back to integrity. Carry yourself as who you are on a day-to-day. That way you never have to worry about people coming after you for some bullshit like this. Because it's bullshit. This was avoidable.
My money. It's too many scammers out here. Stop sending your money to people.
Man, that too. Like, just because somebody said that they a guru on something don't mean that you should be sending your money.
Send your rent to them.
They have about as much experience in life or in relationships as you do. You see what I'm saying? Right. Not everybody is a guru. Yeah. Not everybody's a guru.
Just go subscribe to somebody OnlyFans. Shit, you'll get more out of that
than Patty from Alabama, who's been trying to fall in love since she was 14. And she thinks she got all the rules and regulations on it. Fuck Patty.
Yeah, lying ass lady.
Read a book. Shit, live your life. Stop following folks. Stop giving these celebrities the platforms to be playing y'all like they do.
Yes. Let me tell you. Next story we reached out, and the last two stories kind of piggyback off each other, but we say some may believe, some may not, that whether you're young or old, small or big, if you commit a heinous crime, you should serve your time for it. You do the crime, you serve the time. Well, in Daniel March's case, it's a new law in California that's been passed, and after nearly a decade of being in jail, prison, he was 15 years old when this happened. He's 24 years old now. His attorney is now asking for early release after a new law has been passed that children that is 16 years of age or younger should not be tried as an adult. That's a bunch of bullshit. You climbed in on people's windows. It was that 80-year-old couple. You climbed in their windows and killed them. And not only did you do that, you lied when the police first addressed you about the situation, and then once they got the truth out of your ass, you told them that every time you look at somebody, you think about killing them like you did this
girl. And then when they asked him how it felt, he said it felt amazing. Yeah. Like, those kind of people you cannot rehabilitate. They either need to be in somebody's psych ward or they need the death penalty. Those are the only two top options you have.
Facts.
Okay? You got to be careful with those kind of people. You set those kind of people free, they start killing folks.
Yes, I feel like once you think like that, I feel like he probably was one of the little boys that used to kill animals and shit back in the day. It's always those little motherfuckers.
The pleasure in it.
Yeah, they used to kill the neighborhood cats and shit. Like, keep his ass behind bars. That's my final thought on there. His ass need to stay behind bars. He is not rehabilitated. He is not ready to be released. And if he go back to those tapes and he probably don't even have a reaction to it. He just want to get out of jail. So keep his ass in jail. Last story that I had was very touching. Honestly, it is a very touching story because we all remember when this happened. Dylann Storm is the American fucking white supremacist that went and shot up the church and killed 9 people back in 2015. Is now asking for his case to be appealed. He wants his conviction to be appealed, and basically want to be released. He don't want the death penalty, and he want to be released. And his attorney said worst case scenario is they can at least get the death penalty turned over. Kick rocks. I don't know why this man is still alive in the fucking first place. Like, that's all I got to say about that. I don't even understand why he's still alive. So you can understand what I'm trying to say. Like, that boy.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating because, like, you see stuff like this happen all the time where innocent people go to jail for absolutely no fucking reason, but then you're willing to let somebody off. I mean, it's just an appeal. Prisoners can appeal their cases all the time, but it's the fact that it's actually being, like, we're really going to take our time and reevaluate his situation.
And we're not even, and that's not, and we don't, and if you guys been tuning in since the first episode, we've never made anything that we talk about a race thing. Even when we brought up the the R. Kelly and the Bill Cosby cases, and we also brought up the Theodore case and stuff like that. It's never a race thing. But right now, I just have to say this. I don't give a fuck. If it was two black young men in the same predicament as these two young men, they would not even be in front of a fucking judge right now. I don't care what nobody has to say. This is two women to opinion, bitch, and that's my fucking opinion. I feel like they're getting this type of attention because of the color of their skin. Period. Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel me. I ain't got no platform yet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe that we're even taking the time to acknowledge these two people. They murdered folks and took some kind of weird, twisted pleasure out of it. And y'all talk about letting these motherfuckers go? No. They, again, need to be in somebody's psych ward or in somebody's death penalty situation. You need to be on strict lockdown until...
And Dylann already got his last meal when they took him to Burger King, so he don't get no last meal. That was his last fucking meal when they took him to Burger King. I'm sick of this shit.
You don't get a last meal. I can't.
They took him to Burger King.
I can't play with you.
But anyways, guys, this is the wrap up for us. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Two Women, Two Opinions, each and every freaking Thursday. You
fucking freaking. You too.
I have to say something to y'all today. Hi, YouTube.
We didn't say hey YouTube, Lord sweet Jesus. Hey YouTube. My name is Taj. You can find me on all platforms. Taj Wild, TAJWILD, because I know y'all can't spell. And then you can also find me on Facebook at Taj Wilder, TAJWILDER.
Thank you. My name is Marty. You can find me at Marty Margello at a lot of places. You can also find me here at Famous Gems. I stream on different platforms. You can also find me at Miss Summer. Yes, I got hella
everywhere.
But you can find me. Make sure you guys tune in each and every Thursday. We're going to come with better content. It's not going to do nothing but get better and better. If you missed the show today, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel because this show will be uploaded to YouTube this afternoon. So, y'all, and if it's not uploaded on time, please get on Taj's ass. When we on Spoon, it's my job. When we on here, it's her job. So do not be writing me like, where's the show? It's her ass.
Cuss me out, y'all. I'm going to get it done today.
But no, she going to get it because I think you work at the school today, huh?
Yeah, I work at the school today, and I got an event. That's where I'm headed to right now.
Oh, okay. So, y'all, please. And we just want to definitely thank you so much. And we appreciate everything y'all do. Like, come and support us every week. On episode 10, this is episode 6, by the way. Episode 10, we will start to bring guests on. We'll either bring them in the live here or we'll bring them in person. I do have a few people. So
we're going to have some guests?
Yeah, I'm talking about that. So yes, we definitely on episode 10. So make sure y'all are subscribing, liking, sharing, all that stuff so that we can build the platforms so that when our guests do come in, they'll have something to look forward to.
Yes.
Last thing, don't forget to send us y'all small business information. Once
Please.
you're on the small business lineup,
we keep saying it.
Yeah, once you're on the small business lineup, we repeat it every week. So basically, like if you're like new right now and you get on it, you'll be on our show down the line on show 20, episode 20, because we're going to keep repeating and keep promoting your business. So unless we fall out with you. So.
Right. You didn't give us the hookup when you said you was going to give us the hookup.
I just kidding. Love you, Taj.
Love you, boo. You have a good day and y'all have a good